tracking from Manitoba now. Potential human remains have been identified at a landfill north of Winnipeg. Crews have been searching for the remains of two murdered Indigenous women. CTV's Jeff Keele is standing by with more for us here, Jeff, at our bureau in Winnipeg. Jeff, bring us up to speed. What do we know?
Premier Wab Kinew saying this morning that, yes, there could be human remains found at the Prairie Green landfill. A search team found what they believe to maybe be human remains, and a second search team came by and maybe found more. Those remains have been sent to the chief medical examiner, and we don't know for sure, but the Premier saying that this could now take weeks to check with DNA to see, if confirm these are human remains or not, and who this might be. Of course, the search has been ongoing for a couple of months for Morgan Harris and Mercedes Myron, who were the victims of a serial killer. The family members pushed for that search, and they've been pushing for now a couple of years. And they held a news conference this morning, and it was a very, very emotional news conference, as you can imagine, almost somber at times. They said straight out that even they did not expect anything like this to happen this quickly. One of the family members said, this is like a scary movie they've been living through, and now reality is here. While this is something they obviously want, they want to bring their loved ones home, they say they're now just trying to process this and come to terms with it, because this is obviously very fresh. This just happened yesterday, and they actually were there and actually visited the site as well. Also, the other message that came from that news conference today was, speaking of, how quick this has happened, this discovery, they spoke about the detractors, the people who said that this shouldn't be done and this couldn't be done. Specifically, the former provincial government under the Conservatives who said no to the search, citing safety concerns. The Winnipeg Police Service, who had said, they just didn't have the resources to be able to do this. So they're saying today that this can be done, and if this is human remains, and it might not be Mercedes Myron or Morgan Harris, what if it's somebody else? This is why that they feel that this search should be done.
And so what's next here, Jeff? Trying to figure out whether, in fact, these are human remains, I gather. You're mentioning the Premier saying it could be a couple of weeks before we know that for sure.
Yeah, that's right. While this is going on, while those determinations, those investigations are happening, the search continues. This is not like everything's shut down because of the unknown of confirming these are human remains and who it might be. The search continues because, again, we know that it's believed these two women could be here, maybe another woman. So the search is still, we're told, continuing today, while the medical examiner does the work there to determine if these are human remains and who they might be.
CTV's Jeff Keele joining us from our bureau in Winnipeg. Good to see you, Jeff. Thank you.